Hello, it's Yoshi versus Joshi again, and it's time for another Pokemon battle. And it's versus the same person. And my Lucario with Dark Pulse and loads to cover the other types, and Tom sends in an Emboar. I misclick by accident and go for a Focus Blast. Fortunately it hits, which is always, upper hand. And it seems to do a lot, because my Lucario is pretty powerful. And he goes for a Flamethrower. And super effective damage, and I die, unfortunately, to a critical, which is pretty gay. And I finish him off with the Ambipom, which I really like, because me lucky Ambipom. Fake Out kills it, obviously, because, stab, life orb, all that stuff. And I take damage from the life orb, and he sends in his Infernape. And I could have gone for the Protect there, but I didn't know what he was going to go for, but he goes for a Fake Out. And I flinch, obviously. Then I use Aerial Ace, which he didn't predict. And it nearly kills him. I lose Life Orb damage. Then he goes straight for the close combat to take me down. And I go straight dead because it's super effective damage. Always gonna die from it because it has no EVs in defense or special defense. And I go down. Then I send in my video game championship Thunderous that I used in the championship, and it basically took me through the whole thing. And I go for Thunderbolt. And I get the stab and everything, so it's obviously gonna die. He sends out the Stoutland, and I get the Intimidate, which doesn't matter, because all of mine are special attack. I go for a Focus Blast, and it misses, unfortunately. He goes for Ice Fang. I live with nearly half HP. Go for the Focus Blast again, and it misses, which is pretty annoying. Ice Fang again, and I die. And Thunderous faints. I send in my Volcarona that I also used in the video game championships, and I use Quilladance, which raises the special attack and special defense and speed, because there's nothing he can do to me at the moment. And he goes for a Surf, and this surprised me. It only does around 20 damage, and I was just laughing at him at that. Then I go for another Quilladance, and seeming as he thinks something else would do better, because I get all the stats rose again, he goes for another Thunderbolt. Well, I don't know why he did that, but Holly just went for another Surf, and it does negative damage. I go for a Bug Buzz and stab, all that stuff kills it. And he sends in his Seismitoad, and I go for the Bug Buzz again, seeming as I'm on a sweep at the moment. And it's about to die, and it goes down. Then the part where I got not screwed up was he forgot that it was part dark, so obviously the Bug Buzz again, and super effective with all the stab boost. It's going down, and it faints. Then this is the part where I kind of got screwed over, because I wanted to set up Quilladance when he sends in his Swoobat. Then I go for the Morning Sun just to taunt him and get all my HP back. Then he goes for a fly. And obviously goes in the air, blah blah blah. I go for a quill of a dance because I'm faster. Just to get an extra stab anyway. Special attack rolls, defense, special defense, speed. It uses fly, and because I haven't got high defenses, it nearly kills me. So I use bug buzz to try and kill it, and unfortunately it barely lives, and it uses fly again. Then I go for a morning sun to see how much HP I can recover, which is just around 109. Then it uses fly, and I was hoping it wouldn't kill me, but, well, unfortunately it does. And my Volcarona faints, and I send in my Smeargle. And seeing as, unfortunately, I'm slower, he goes for fly again. I tried to go for the Dark Void, but seeing as you're in the air, it won't hit. Then I took advantage and launched a Max Revive to my Ambipom to, like, you know, take out his Pokemon, because it's very powerful. He goes for a fly. It does, like, not greatly. He uses Max Revive on his Emboar. I go for the Dark Void. Unfortunately, it misses. It uses Fly again, which I don't know why he's spamming Fly. He could have went for something better, like Psychic, if he had it. I go for the Judgment, thinking he'll go for some status move. It goes for the Fly. Then I live with 38 HP, go for the Judgment to take it out. And it dies because super effective damage. He sends out his Emboar. And I go for the Dark Void, but it hits. And it goes to sleep. Still asleep. I go for the Spatial Rend just to see how much it'll do, because that was kind of the best move I had to use.
Ripped by Spatial Rend!
It wakes up, unfortunately, goes for Focus Blast. And unfortunately it hits. My Smeargle gets destroyed, which is gay. Then I send in my Ambipom. Ambipom's fucking epic.
True that, my nigga.
I go for the Aerial Ace. And it dies. And that is the end of the battle. I hope you enjoyed.
Aerial Ace hits!
I hope you enjoyed the battle. This is Yoshi vs. Joshi.
Who's awesome?
Signing out.